Primera vez para mí en América.
I'm a rookie in US.
First time for you to go there, but it's not holiday.
It's not holiday.
Serious.
It's a Cindy's for sure.
Serious task.
If I don't win, I hope Judith doesn't win.
I think I showed that I'm one of the best ones.
Golden Trail must believe in me this weekend.
Vengo a intentar estar adelante.
Do you think the Pikes Peak record is possible?
I think it's possible.
I knew Judith was right behind me.
It was amazing.
To me, this was the hardest race.
Yeah, I knew that I will be first on the top.
Philemon, we have to go and finish the race. If you suffer, I suffer.
Comment ça va aujourd'hui?
Oui, c'était pas la meilleure course que je pensais faire, mais après, c'est la vie. Et puis là, on verra ce que ça dit aux US, mais après, je pense que je pourrais rattraper les points que j'ai perdus là aux États-Unis, puis on fera avec comme ça.
And I think we talked already about the US and what you have to expect. So, first time for you to go there, but it's not holiday.
It's not holiday.
Serious.
It's a Cindy's for sure.
Serious task.
Are you more famous now after Suez and all?
Maybe like baby steps more famous, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I get a handful of, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? And that's fun, but I don't know.
Do you think Sophia can win the series?
Yes.
No, I'm not feeling like 2019. It was a totally different story. The life has gone on. I have had a second child, I've been sick, I've had an injury, I'm getting wiser, but I'm feeling good and I'm enjoying running.
Golden Trail's on tour, moving to America for a 2-week road trip. 2 races and a hell of a lot of fun.
I'm a rookie in US. I've never been in US so far. I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. The landscapes are so nice. The weather challenged me a bit with the cold nights and days as well. I think it's just fun, and I really try to enjoy and to see as much as possible.
Primera vez para mí en América y la verdad es que estoy disfrutando mucho.
Yeah, it's my first time to be in the United States. I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to run good.
It's my first time traveling to USA.
Next, the Golden Trail went across the Atlantic to America for Pikes Peak Ascent. It's only a half marathon, but crazily it starts at 1,900 meters and climbs to 4,200 meters. The altitude is going to take your breath away.
I'm a little bit nervous because it was scary. To me, this was the hardest race.
Coming here, it's a total new challenge.
It will be somewhat difficult, yeah.
Y hay mucha gente que prepara específicamente a esa altura.
Explain to us, how did you prepare for the American races?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Contrôler l'altitude. 2700 mètres.
Wow.
I've been in the darkness for 40 days.
I really train at home like for 20 days in a hypoxic chamber at home, so I was sleeping in it and training also in it with the treadmill. So I think now I am well acclimatized and I am ready to give it a shot on the Pikes Peak Ascent.
Sophia, you took a bit of a beating from Judith at Dolomites. The only time you've raced each other, but you've got fantastic form so far this season. Is that something that plays on your mind?
If I don't win, I hope Judith doesn't win.
So people are always talking comeback and like you have to prove or you have to show that you're fit.
If Judith wins, then we're very close to the overall.
The return of Judith Wyder is the biggest return we've had at the Golden Trail for years. She's 5 times World Orienteering Champion. She's won the Golden Trail Series in the past, but following a stroke, it's taken her a long time to come back to form. But it's finally looking like she might be as good as the Judith of old.
I believe where you pass, I pass there. If you suffer, I suffer. But the only who's going to win, somebody who has a strong mind. That is a winner.
Yeah, for me the goal is to win the 2 races and to be like in the best spot to win the series again.
We normally do our teamwork, and I hope we will do it again here.
When I'm standing at the start line, I always want to do my best. And I think I showed that I'm one of the best ones if everything goes together.
I think the 2 last races can change the overall standing going into the finals. I think probably the only person that could pass me right now is Judith if she wins or gets second and wins, which I guess would just lead to a tie going into the final.
Vengo a intentar estar adelante. Sé cuáles son mis límites y sé que no puedo ganar las carreras, obviamente. Creo que estoy muy preparada para Pikes Peak.
Your answer is just a good clap in front of the face. Perfect. Okay.
Name is Ron Elgin, and I'm the president and executive race director of the Pikes Peak Marathon. One thing I think very special is at the start, you can see the top of the mountain where you're going, and that's very intimidating.
My daddy said, gotta keep one eye open in your bed. 'Cause there's a time coming when the devil gonna come for you. So my trigger fingers, stay prepared. I've got my weapon and I got my prayers. 'Cause if you don't run this town, they'll walk all over.
Yeah, the start was a bit strange, because we didn't hear the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 go. It was directly go.
You can outrun the devil, but you ain't gonna outrun me.
So then I knew that I had to follow them to have a good time on the first part, but the pace was not crazy, but it was enough for me, so I decided to stay behind them.
I knew Judith was right behind me and for me, I was not really stressed at that point because my goal was to start very controlled.
Girls were pushing. I had Florea and Sophia Lockley in front of me. So yeah, they were going fast and I knew I need kind of to hold on to see them in the beginning to get a kind of feeling of their pace.
They stopped to take a drink and me, I was with a big bottle in the hand, so that was the perfect occasion to make a move.
Reaching at the water station because I have to pick water, and then Rémi come and pass, and then the race started there.
When it reaches to the correcting water point, I was not with my cup. I forgotten it. The gap being opened after 300 meters. I didn't see anybody in front. I said, "Oh, I've lost."
And I knew even if they come, that I had the power to go a bit faster.
For me, I was somewhat scared about the snow because I was very careful for sliding, and that is where the Rémi started opening the cup.
I think it's also a good advantage for me, the snow, because you know that I am world champion in ski mountaineering.
I wanted just to go there and show what I can do today.
I apologize because I was at the end because I did feel a little bit bad by using her so much.
I think it wasn't her being slower. I think it was kind of like me having the pace I feel comfortable with. I heard that she was not feeling that well either.
When I realized that we were going completely the same pace, and so I was gonna make her do most of the work.
I started to feel a bit bad in my stomach, so I fell down actually on a stone and she was passing me there. She definitely knew that that was her move to make, so it was really hard to keep her pace.
I knew I was feeling good, but I knew that even in the last 2 miles, I could still blow up and maybe she would come back.
Do you think the Pikes Peak record is possible?
I think it's possible if someone did it. I think I can also do it.
Who's got the record now at the moment for the Ascent?
Matt Carpenter, 2 hours, 1 minute, and I think 16 sentences. And we actually have $10,000 if anybody beats that record. It's just phenomenal record.
Yeah, only Matt Carpenter told me that sometimes, if it's hard snow, it's the best for the record. So I had this a bit in my mind.
Rémi is a strong guy, so I believe on him.
Do you think Rémi has what it takes to break it?
I think so.
That's crazy. I knew that it was possible if I had the best day of my life.
Rémi, it's my honor.
Thank you very much. It's an honor. It's an honor. Really proud and really happy to put my name on it.
This race in particular, the end feels so long. So finishing and then also finishing in first is just the greatest relief and happy feeling ever.
I was trying to get up there as fast as possible, but it was not that fast anymore.
Fucking good! You made the race for me today. I'm sorry that I was... No, you did all the work. But
I'm so happy.
Why?
Because I was not expecting to be second position today.
I was not saying that it was my day to win, due to I'm not strong at uphill. I was targeting top 3. That was my target. But unfortunately, I became top 13. I appreciate with the competition.
He sabido tener mente fría y he tenido un momento bastante crítico porque me sentía muy cansada en el llano, que he tenido un cambio de chip, de objetivo, y he dicho, bueno, no es tu día, intenta dar lo máximo. Yo sé lo que supuso para mí un cuarto puesto en Dolomitas y he pensado, hostia, lo estoy haciendo otra vez. Y eso no me lo esperaba. Muy contenta y se me ha ido la cabeza sinceramente a Mammoth directamente.
Amazing USA! Yeah, the trip has been really amazing. We had lots of opportunities to see some nice nature trails, nice forests, nice cliffs, nice mountains.
El trip en sí, no solo te da la oportunidad de correr contra las mejores del mundo, sino también convivir con ellos y al final me parece que es una cosa súper enriquecedora.
I was just relaxing, thinking about the coming competition to see if I would run better.
The Gold Trail now moves north to California from Mammoth Lake's 26 kilometers. It's 1,200 meters up and down.
Rémi Bonnet, President and Philemon.
Patrick and Philemon, they work together. They talk to each other. They give each other energy and drag each other up hills and down hills. Do you think that will be an advantage to them tomorrow?
I don't think so. I like to run alone, so I don't need anybody to win a race.
It's actually the first time I'm sitting in the middle at a press conference since 2019, so Golden Trail must believe in me this weekend. I know that I probably have the skills to do a good race. I actually have no clue about the points, so coming to the final, I will just race as good as I can, and we will see if I have a chance against Sophia.
So, I guess worst case for me, which I think is also quite realistic, is Judith wins next week in Mammoth. So then she has 2 first and a second. So I still go into the finals winning, but that definitely doesn't mean that it's 100%, because she beats me there.
Llega un top 10, mientras que Silvia se quede detrás. El tercer puesto es mío. Del 1 al 10 es 7, 8 asequible. Pero yo creo que puedo hacerlo.
I think that he still has some chances to finish in top 5, maybe if he's running well, or even top 3 in the end. But I think now it's for him to become motivated again and to forget what happened on Pikes Peak.
If someone wants to take it to me, he will have to push really hard.
You cannot predict that you are the winner of the competition tomorrow until you fulfill it.
Here we are in a ski resort with also many mountain bike trails in everywhere, and so it was a bit tricky to see where was the right trail to follow. And few athletes get lost.
Philemon! Philemon! Come! Here! Philemon, come on!
It's why, like, the days before I went to see the track really well.
I think for Kenyan runners, they are not used to check courses before competitions.
After connecting, I tried to push well harder.
It was fast, like Philemon take the lead from the start, so it was a good pace on the road.
I told Philemon, we have to control the pace so that we can finish in a good position.
Today, we were well prepared, psychologically, physically, even mentally, that we are going to learn the race to our maximum level. Rémi, due to saying that you don't see anybody who will run with him up to the top of mountain.
Yeah, I knew that I will be first on the top.
Rémi shows me that I've not trained happy.
I actually was really unsure if I was first or not, because I saw Florea like 8 kilometers up, 15 seconds in front of me, but then suddenly she disappeared.
Al final, teniendo en cuenta de que ayer todo el mundo me decía, no es tu carrera, no eres rápida, igual me hice pequeña con eso también un poco.
Good job, Madalena.
So we were actually running almost kind of together the whole first part. I probably tried to not over push it on the uphill, to still have like some legs in the downhill, because I knew it will not be my downhill. It's too fast for me.
Vale, vamos.
Físicamente me encontraba muy bien, me encontraba en mi zona de confort, digamos, y hasta que ha aparecido Silvia, que ahí ya sí que me ha puesto las cosas un poco más difíciles. Y he llegado con ella hasta arriba.
He said he didn't see anybody who is defeating him. I was trying to challenge him, but I was unlucky.
Yeah! Philemon!
I was pushing down. After 200 meters, I found Patrick coming up. I tell Patrick, why are you coming again up? Let me as one down.
I told them that I think we have lost. I tell Philemon, we have to go back. Philemon was a bit sad and he told me that I'm not running anymore. I told Philemon, we have to go and finish the race. It doesn't matter what position we are. we have to go and finish the race. We have to push very hard to finish.
And Patrick was motivating him and told him, no. Thomas told us that we have to collect points for the final and to be qualified even for the final.
We were trying to boost, but we managed to overtake 3 guys in front of us.
I'm very proud of them that they did like that and they didn't give up, because I think it's not so easy. If you are focused maybe to win or to finish in podium.
What happened, Patrick? You got lost, eh? Shit.
Yeah, coming to the top, I was actually feeling okay, but then the first downhill, which was on a gravel road, like straight down, that was just like destroying me. And I saw Florea just flying down. Trail races for me, it should be that you have to look for markers. It's not a road race. We're not talking about road races here. Was it good or bad marked? I think yes, it was good marked, but we have just had a real high speed, and with that, it makes it even harder to see the markers. Always nice to win the Golden Trail World Series race. It was amazing, especially since I proved myself that I can race with a brain also, just if your leg's not that good.
Yeah, Judith!
I thought I was second!
No, you got it!
Era mi rival directa hoy y hemos ido desde el kilómetro 7 hasta el 22 juntas. Y ha habido un momento en el que he dicho, vale, o tienes que atacar o si no vas a estar así hasta meta y no me da la gana. Yo creo que ha sido la carrera donde más he disfrutado la meta. Viendo un poco de forma global, yo creo que he hecho un carrerón.
Italy will be a new story.
I wish I had a little bit more confidence.
I know that I can beat her.
Sunt Madalina Florea, sunt din România.
I am still the best climber of the world.
The level of the final is the highest of all time.
Must fight to the death.
Will you run fast?
Rally Dakar.
Take the road?
Yes. It's go that way, it's down now.
Runners already this season have been disqualified for going off course.